What's up, Flick Connection? This is Darren, and today I want to tell you about all the best stuff coming to Amazon Prime Instant Video in December 2017. Now, this is a really great month for this platform. There's a lot of really cool stuff coming to it, including a couple of originals, but even just some great classic movies that I just want to make you aware are there, because just like Netflix, Amazon Prime Video doesn't do a great job of alerting you to the latest and greatest, particularly if it's a good movie that's not necessarily very popular. So on that note, I'm going to start off my recommendations with Buffalo 66. This is a Vincent Gallo movie that I absolutely love. Fell in love with this movie the first time I saw it. Own a couple of copies of it, DVD and Blu-ray. I watch it once a year, maybe maybe more. Really, really interesting, really well done. It's just one of those small movies that's super, super enjoyable. So if you consider yourself sort of a cinephile, or at least you're kind of really getting into like these really cool little indie movies, this one is a must watch, so definitely check out Buffalo 66 this month. Another small indie movie that a lot of people either didn't like or missed is It Comes at Night. Now, the real problem with this movie is the title is very, very misleading, and unfortunately the marketing for this movie was also misleading. It led a lot of people to believe it was about something that it absolutely is not. That aside, it's a very interesting movie. It's very well done. So my recommendation is know as little as possible going into it, other than the fact that the title is very misleading. So just ignore the title and assume you know nothing about this movie. Odds are you'll enjoy it way more that way. But in my opinion, it is one of the better titles coming to the platform this month, and you'll be able to watch it for free starting December 9th. We're also getting a handful of classics like Apocalypse Now and the full Rocky series 1 through 5, so be sure to watch those when you get a chance. Another classic is Silence of the Lambs, just a great one to watch, but it's one everybody's seen, but if it's been a while, now's your chance to watch it without having to pay for it. With a similar title, we've got Martin Scorsese's last movie, Silence. A lot of people miss this one, mainly because it was not out in theaters very long. This is a fairly different movie for him, particularly if you like his crime movies, like Everybody. But it's more of one of his historical movies, which he's done a handful of. Not my favorite work of his, but still just so perfectly executed. If you missed this one, it's an incredible chance to watch it. It's not for those with a weak stomach, but if you're a fan of Scorsese's work, it's a must-watch as much as any of his other movies are. Now, Leonardo DiCaprio was not in Silence, even though he's in almost everything Scorsese puts out lately, but he is in Titanic, and Titanic is on Amazon Prime this month. It's available as of December 1st, so be sure to watch that if it's been a while. I know I haven't seen it in years. Now, Amazon is releasing all the episodes for their new series, Jean-Claude Van Johnson. I've talked about that on this channel before. I've seen the pilot. It's a kind of a cool show. The humor in it is great. Some of the other story elements in the pilot I didn't think were great, but it's essentially about Jean-Claude Van Damme playing himself, but he lives a double life as a secret agent. And he's older, so it's a lot of jokes like that, and it's a lot of jokes back to his heyday. And now that he's old, like, you know, when he needs to do a split, he can't do a split. Was really famous for splits, if you didn't know that. But on that note, Amazon's also adding Bloodsport for Prime members, which is one of Jean-Claude Van Damme's classic movies. It's one of his first, and certainly his first hit. So if you've never seen that, watch it. If you have seen it and loved it, you're going to like the new series, I guarantee it. Now, on December 10th, Nightcrawler comes to the platform, but it literally just left Netflix days ago. So it's jumped from Netflix to Amazon Prime. I think we're going to start to see that more and more, which may be a good indicator that a lot more people are going to be living off both platforms as there's more and more cord cutting going on. I know that's what I do. Now, the one I'm most excited about, I've actually seen twice, and I actually rented for, I think, $6.99 because it was still in theaters, and I rented it through Amazon, which is part of the reason I like Amazon, is I can rent movies and watch them for free. But one of my favorite movies of this year, I'm probably going to do a video on this sometime soon, is Brawl in Cell Block 99 with Vince Vaughn. That's an odd sentence coming out of my mouth, but trust me, this is a good movie. Now, if you're squeamish, or you really like movies like The Notebook, You're not going to like Brawl and Cell Block 99, but if you're a subscriber and you find that you have similar taste to me, you're going to love this movie. This was a super cool movie. It was directed by the same guy that did Bone Tomahawk, which was just another really cool masculine movie. Even though this is going to be free, I am probably going to purchase it on Blu-ray. I just really loved it, couldn't stop thinking about it. I rented it and then immediately watched it again the next night before it expired. So it's my strongest recommendation for the month. Let me know what you're watching this month in the comments below. Everyone will check that out and get more recommendations out of it. But thanks for watching, and you will see me next time.